I'm good. I'm ready.
What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining us on this episode of All in the Delivery, episode number 56. And guys, let's go around the table, all right? Real quick, you guys know that's right, my co-host down in West by God, Virginia.
Fuck.
Luke, buddy, how are you?
Dude, what a week it's been, buddy. I tell you, vacation week is coming to an end as we record this. And, I mean, it was just a chillaxing staycation. Went on the boat a little bit, but yeah, it was pretty laid back for me, if I must say so myself.
Good, man. That's what's up. And guys, also want to say hello to our producer, Nate. Nate, how's it going over there, buddy? All right. Sounds good.
That might have been good. Nate's a man, a few words. There he is.
There he is.
What's up?
What's up?
There he is. Oh, shit.
And no, guys, the Rogans were not able to be with us tonight because they are currently traveling. So shout out to the Rolling Rogans and continue driving safe out there, guys. Woo! So this has been an exciting week, man. It's been a long, short week because we didn't work Monday. I mean, you've been off, but I mean, for me, dude, like recording this on Friday here, this is the first time we got out of the building on time all week. It's like yesterday was an hour late.
Like one of them, huh?
Dude, one of those weeks. One of those weeks, but it's all right. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I always said whenever I'm off, I don't say it, think it out loud, but I always hope at my center, I'm like, man, I wonder if this will be a week when air's late all the time and we don't get out. I'm like, that'd be awesome. So I wouldn't be there. I feel bad for you though, because we don't work in the same building, but yeah, I wonder if that happened to mine. I might have different thoughts.
Maybe. But guys, real quick, we got a very special guest joining us a little later. His name's Clay. Clay, what an awesome interview this was, dude. Such an awesome interview. A lot of fun.
Dude, man.
He's actually from the same building as the most talked about guy who has yet to appear on this episode or on this podcast, excuse me. I'm talking about Ernie Martinez. You know, the guy who hasn't supposedly never pissed in a bottle before.
Unicorn. The Clay Clay said that Ernie mentored him, so he was like,
oh yeah, so we got a little information on Ernie. So
Clay was like Clay was the Luke Skywalker to his Yoda.
That's right.
There we go. See how I got that right. Jeff Chandler, right? He'd know.
Oh yeah, he'll know.
He'd know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, well, we're hoping to get Ernie on very, very soon. So because we heard some things and we're like, you know what? We're gonna have to try and get him on.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned for that one, guys.
Yep.
Also, real quick, you guys know we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the support of our Patreons. So let me give a quick shout out to our patrons. They are Tony, Sam V, Andrew, Fernando, Nate, Clement, Jerica, Tad, Sam C, Luke C, Ryan, and Will. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. It means the world to Luke and I.
I was gonna say I feel like abso-fucking-lutely is because I've said that before. When you add fucking into it, it staples it that much more. But it is hard to even put it like summarize a word. It does means a lot.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
See what I mean? Fuck it makes every fucking word better.
This needs to be a soundbite.
Fuck is the most useful word in the English fucking language, dude. There is no, I mean, it's not even that offensive anymore, really. You hear it on cable TV all the time now. So finally, it only took It only took till fucking 2021.
Yeah. Right. Seriously. And guys, also, Luke and I are going to be trying to do some stuff. Just a little update for you guys. We're going to be trying to start going live every 5th episode, starting from the past one that we just had, which was episode 55. So next would be 60. Next live after that would be 65, 70, 75, etc. You guys get it. So if you want to be notified when we're going live, go over to our YouTube channel. In the YouTube search bar, type in All in the Delivery Podcast. You'll see our logo. You'll see it come up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe. And what do they say? The bell button, I think is what all the YouTubers say and shit. Hit that bell button to get notified.
See it? I have no
Something
idea.
like that.
Latex Tommy just had his flew. That flew way over my head.
And guys, of course, last but not least, the website, deliveringgreatness.com. Go sign up there for the newsletter if you guys want to get some emails. We don't send you a lot of stuff, though, okay? It's just what's going on, if there's a live coming up, and just stuff that's going on, a part of, the podcast here and all the delivery family and all that stuff. Oh, one last thing, too. The street team. Guys, you guys got the info notices. I just sent out more today. Actually, my wife did, not me. She sent it out today when I was at work. So shout out to the missus.
Nice. Nice.
Hell yeah. So those are on the way to more of you guys. And so when you guys get those, don't forget hashtag AITD Street Team when you stick them wherever you want to stick them. So Luke, it's I think I said this last time, but it's been a little while since we've done the Getting the Big Picture segment.
Yeah, it has. It's been a minute.
And like we said, we're going to do it every time we have a guest. So guess what, guys? We have a guest today, which means we're about to get into Getting the Big Picture. That was tough to say.
I can tell you had to force that one out, man.
I struggled.
Struggle bus. He got off the struggle bus with that one.
So first thing on the list here, guys, we have to talk about it. It's a part of history now, with September 11th. And September 11th, when we're recording this here, is the 10th. So September 11th is tomorrow for us on the Saturday. It'll be the past Saturday when you guys are listening here. And it's been 20 years. I mean, I don't want to call it an anniversary, because when you hear anniversary, you always think about something.
You always think of a positive, right? Right.
And so it's been 20 years since the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center, in the Pentagon, the airplane crash as well that happened, right? Wasn't that all part of it?
Flight 93, right?
Flight 93, yep. And it's just one of those things, everybody says it. You always remembered where you were when the news came out about that. For me, I was in 7th grade. When that shit came out. And yeah, dude, it's tough.
I can fuck, man. Being as to where you live too. I mean, I know you're not really right. I know obviously you're not like right in NYC or anything, but right. Still, Flight 93. I remember we almost didn't have football practice, or maybe we didn't. I feel like we didn't have practice that day because we just feel like we were just watching like game film. I feel like because Flight 93 crashed. It was like in southern PA somewhere, but like it was like something because of where that was at. Like it was so far, it was close enough. Like I don't think we were allowed to practice. That I can't remember 100%, but I can remember being in a first aid class, Coach Conway's first aid class, and we had TVs in the but we didn't know the first plane had hit the first tower. Because everybody assumed that was at that point, people thought it was an accident. So I can remember Mr. Butcher, a health teacher next door. He came in, and I can remember him saying, "It was like, yeah, a second plane just hit the World Trade Center. There's been a attack." And we were all like, "Holy shit!" And then and then just was on TV the rest of the day. But man, yeah, it's weird to say that 20 years, man. It's crazy that it's been fucking 20 years.
Dude, I was 13 years old. That's insane to think about.
Yeah, I was
or
6,
12
I was
actually.
16.
20, 12, 13. Yeah, I'll be 34 this year, November. Yeah, 13.
You're about to be, because I'm about to be 37. So yeah. you were almost 14.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, dude.
But
like I said, it's just one of those things, everybody's it's so weird how your mind works like that. And when tragedy strikes, you remember like everything from that day in that moment when it happened.
And I know a lot of the first responders, because I've seen that with John Stewart, because he's a big I don't even know if advocate's the right word. Like, he's their speaker or speaks for him. He goes with them. And I mean, they've had some issues trying to get proper, health, like care, because they've been for what happened at when they were at Ground Zero, from getting sick.
Right. Yeah, dude, it's like I said, one of those things, man. Crazy. And crazy to think it's been 20 years. Crazy.
I know it does, man, because it, like, when you put numbers on things, it's always like, that's when it really blows your fucking mind. And yeah, it's like 2 fucking decades, man.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And so second thing on the list. There's a picture going around on social media of that Amazon warehouse, the new Amazon warehouse that got built in Mexico. And all you see is this enormous big box warehouse, and all alongside and outside there's these rundown homes where these people are living.
I feel like I haven't paid much attention to this, so I don't even know if I've actually seen this picture yet.
It's in the Discord if you go in there. But yeah, dude, it's I don't know what the word is for it, just the way that it looks. It's weird. It's a very weird image. On, like, you see the rundown homes where these people are living, and then there's this brand new gigantic Amazon warehouse.
I can't find it on there, but dude, I can tell you that it doesn't shock me, because I mean, it's capitalism at its finest. I don't know, man.
Yeah, dude, it's.
Hold on a second.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I mean, supposedly the rumor about it is that the people that live outside there are going to have jobs, which obviously it's always a good thing when there's something like this bringing jobs into the community, right? So.
Oh shit, I did see that. My bad, and I just saw it again. And yes, sorry to be delayed, but go ahead.
Yeah. As you see it there.
So they're gonna have jobs, but are they gonna be living in those? I mean, that just
shacks, like,
yeah, that just looks like makeshift huts. Like, I don't know. I mean, that's just
right. I have no idea exactly. Center. Right, but it's crazy. It's almost disturbing. The pictures.
Yeah, like, why not just put, like, why they could have just built some fucking apartment complexes right there. You know what I mean? Shit, dude.
Dude, exactly.
Splash into it.
Here comes fucking Jeff Bezos fucking
we already know how much these motherfuckers are worth. We've talked about that fucking episodes ago. The Great Debate episode was almost 20 episodes ago. That
I know.
I mean, they're worth
Jeff Bezos should have been fucking building apartment complexes down here, not fucking warehouse.
They're literally almost a multi-trillion-dollar company. They're almost a multi-trillion-dollar company. Yeah, they could build some one-bedroom apartments there. Just fucking prop them. I mean, damn, dude. Yeah, but like I said, that's just fucking. That's an image of showing capitalism, and I'm not really. I don't know a lot about that stuff, so I'm not going to fucking pretend like I do. But yeah, that fucking state-of-the-art distribution center, followed by we're living in like 14, like 1200 AD.
Dude, seriously, it's crazy.
I know, man, but fuck, like I said, it's fucking Amazon. Are you shocked? Nope. Me either.
Nope. All right, and last thing on the list here before we get into Clay. So, well, first of all, I would like to thank everybody that reached out to me this past week through the DMs about my Instagram stories that I posted. And just to clear things up, no, it was not our logo. I know some people thought it was the podcast logo. No, it wasn't. But I was just standing up for what's right. And that's something that I've always firmly believed in, is if you have a voice and if you see something that's not right, somebody needs to stand up and say something. And, with the platform that Luke and I have here with the podcast and everybody who listens to us, it gave me, this just to have the platform and everything that we do. I am able to talk about this stuff and people listen, and so that's why I did it. I was standing up for a feeder driver's wife. And I'm sure everybody knows what happened, or is maybe even follows her on Instagram. So her Instagram handle is Haley Bug Creations, and she makes different decals and stickers for different delivery companies, different delivery drivers. She'll make them custom for you too. And if you ask her for it, she's able to do it. She's really good at it. And we just want to say that, just give her praise, because she stood up for herself when this whole nonsense went down. And it was nonsense that did not need to happen, and all that. But unfortunately it did. And, we were standing up for her because, she had every right in her own right in everything that happened. And so good job on Haley, because she did stand up for herself. And
that's what we wanted to say, to give her praise for standing up for herself with that. And, like you said, we didn't want to get too deep with it now. I'm always, me personally, bringing things to the table is always the best way to solve stuff. I think you would agree, Dave.
Yep.
But, we are where we are, and fucking, so we give you praise, and we, good for you.
Yeah. So,
keep
just
fighting a good fight.
Exactly. And like I said, I've always been a firm believer in standing up for what's right and having that voice and saying something, and something had to be said.
Yeah. I mean, if you see
there was some people that weren't very happy about it, and I get it. I got the DMs. I got fucking haters now, but hey, that's the shit that you have to go through, and and the better person will always come out on top.
And that's like I just said before, bringing a table and always bringing sides, stuff, people, two sides to every story. We'll say that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So guys, if you haven't yet, go and check out her page. Go check out her Etsy shop. Okay. She also has an Etsy shop too called Haley Bug Creations. That's HALEY BUGG Creations. CREATIONS. And go pick yourself up some stickers and decals from her because one, here we are supporting another driver and his family, basically. So, go and definitely help that out. Also, I've been talking with her a lot recently, the past few days, with everything that's been going on. And I would definitely love to get her on sometime, Luke, because she is currently battling a life-threatening disease. And I don't know if anybody else really knows about this, but it does say it on her Etsy page and all of that stuff. So it's sad too because I think she said she had three girls too, and here's a young mother who's battling with this. And
well, I knew that she said something along the lines because I didn't know that it was sad. I didn't know she was ill with anything. So I'm sorry to hear that, but I did hear her say, I got way bigger problems to deal with, and this, stuff obviously is very minute
exactly.
compared. So right. And you never know what it is. I hate to hear that it's that. So, yeah, that's not. It's sad to hear.
Yeah, and I believe the illness is called. Is it pronounced lupus?
Lupus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of lupus.
LUPUS.
Yeah.
And so guys, definitely go and check out her page. All right, go give her a follow. Go order a sticker or 2 or 3 or 4. I already know some people have. So thank you guys again to everybody that has reached out, and thank you guys for the support on that end. So also, real quick too, guys, we're gonna be doing the question of the week right after Clay's interview, and so I think that's all we have for now. And let's get into Clay, huh?
Yeah, shall we? Clay, what a fucking rad dude, man. Love that guy.
That's it, guys. So without further ado, here's Clay. So we have a very special guest joining us today. Guys, he is all the way on the West Coast over there in California. He's excited to be here. He's on vacation. Guys, without further ado, let me introduce to you guys Clay. Clay, how are you, buddy?
I'm good.
Good, man. On vacation?
Yep.
Awesome.
Dude, sitting there fucking love it. I just, like we were saying, staycation. It don't matter if you sit at home or if you're out somewhere amazing. If it's time, you don't have to hear a ding or a fucking bulkhead door slam.
Or that little green.
The little green light, exactly, yep, dude. Yep. It's a fucking win. It is a fucking win.
Absolutely.
What time is it? About 7:38 on my end. I think it's about 7:38. I'd probably just be hearing that they're seeing that green light.
Oh no!
Finishing my stuff, seeing the green light.
Dude, I've seen some of your Insta stories over because I've followed you for a long time. You were one of the first of the I feel like I think I've been on Instagram for 3.5 years now, and I feel like I've followed you for a while. I don't know if it's been from the very beginning, but it's been probably fucking close. And
yeah,
I've seen some of your Insta stories with some of your messages of shit you had to do, and man, yeah, they've green lighted this man brutal, Dave. I've fucking seen it. No. I've fucking witnessed it through the Insta stories, man.
Quite awesome. Damn.
That's tough, dude. That's fucking tough.
That's the hardest part. I feel like that's probably that's I don't want to say that's the hardest part, but mentally that might be because everybody thinks it, especially it's under our under the brown banner, no matter like if you have a good day, it's like you don't think it's supposed to happen. You're like, I'm going to get like, what's the fucking green light going to come up? You know what I mean?
You're waiting for it.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know. It's one of those, I guess, you got to be in the business to know what we're talking about. Everybody that drives, they get it. But yeah, it's like, no matter what, like if you're like, oh man, I don't if I get done, this is way too early, something isn't right. Like it's just it's an odd profession, man.
Yeah.
It really is in a lot of ways. I'm not saying it's a bad profession. I'm not knocking it, but it's an odd one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, was that your phone?
That was, holy fuck.
That was badass. That was badass, dude. I kind of like that.
I forgot to mute that. Oh, my bad,
Hey,
guys.
what the hell are you
That's
doing?
terrible podcasting. That was my text noise.
Then it was fucking sounds like a 1979 arcade game.
It was yes, it was Mario going down the tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little...
Oh, that was Mario?
Yeah. That was Mario going down the
Pac-Man.
tube. I mean, it kind of did sound like that too.
Well, dude, to be fair, that era of game, they all kind of had sort of the same sounds in a sense. I mean, we can definitely differentiate the two, but man, if you hear them, I mean, they're it was fucking. It amazes me. I saw a thing with Tom Brady when it showed his first appearance on a video game, and he played college football in Michigan, so this would have been like 1996. And to like Madden 2021, Jesus, it's like, fuck, man. I remember thinking in 96 that those graphics were awesome. Like thinking as a kid, like a 12-year-old with me, I was 12. I was like, fuck, man, this is amazing. And then you look at it now, that makes me feel like a fucking old fuck. But anyways.
Hey, you still got it, Luke.
Dude, I'll say this because I'm not making this official yet, but I've thought about coming out of retirement to do one more low-level amateur boxing match, like literally just one. It wouldn't be like the shit I used to do were like tournaments, and Barstool Sports bought the they call them rough and rowdy contests, and I've watched them. They sell them on pay-per-view now, and I'm like, they come to Morgantown where I live. And they're in a few other places in West Virginia, and they go to other places as well. But there was one on this past weekend, and I told Dave before, I was like, man, I've thought about just cutting some fucking freak show promo and talking a bunch of shit, because everybody that I've seen on these things, I'm like, I could fucking whip this guy. And then I was like, I haven't boxed in 9 years. I'm not in shape. I've been bad. And I was like, I keep thinking, I was like, what would happen to me is I'd end up drawing some dude. They would give me some guy to be like some badass probably. And I don't know if I'm going to do it or not.
This guy thinks he's a cocky motherfucker. Well, guess what? You're going to face the toughest fucking guy.
I'm telling you right now, when you get hit by a car, when you total a car with your body, it doesn't matter who's got the gloves on. If there's gloves on your fist, it doesn't fucking scare you the same way. It just doesn't. I wouldn't be trembling in my boots. I'd just hold on to him for 3 minutes so I wouldn't get embarrassed.
Oh my goodness. Jesus.
I don't know. I don't feel that out of shape, but to do that, I know I would be in fucking, yeah. That I mean, I know. It's like when I was telling you about the Olympics, you making the Olympics in dodgeball, and I said, I might need you to talk me down now out of this, because this is way more. I could actually sign up and do this, but I'd have to.
Yeah.
I'd have to train a little bit, and I haven't worked out in a long time. So, I mean, but yeah, I feel like you said, I still have it. I still feel like I got spunk, man, and I could still do shit. So you might hear that in the future. I might come out of retirement.
There you go.
I'm there for it.
Well, I appreciate it, brother. If it happens, I'll let you know first before I fucking make it, because it'll be. I haven't said anything. My wife won't hear this till it's released, but she wouldn't be thrilled about that. I don't think at this point in my life, but I just see them do. I'm like, man, I can still whip these fucking guys' asses that I'm seeing. I'm sorry. Like, maybe not whip their asses, but I mean, I could beat them. I'm just saying, I could fucking beat them. Yeah. The guys, the people I've seen, yeah. It's not people that are like, I'm not saying I would be good, but those people I see just aren't, they're not good either. It's like, good. Yeah, it wouldn't be showing like you wouldn't watch it thinking you were about to see like a fucking school session on how to box. It would be the complete fucking opposite. But yeah, I just feel like I could still do it. I feel like I could.
Yeah. All right. So listen, Clay, tell us a little bit about yourself, buddy. So you're from California. Where exactly? And how did you get started with the company?
I'm from a small town called Vista, California. It's about 45 minutes north of San Diego. It's like a small town suburb. It's kind of up and coming right now. Mm-hmm. My parents got me my first job at like Albertsons. I don't think you have them out there. Grocery store.
I've heard of them, but we don't have them here.
Yeah.
So yeah, my first job was there. I did that for a year, and I found out I don't like working with people, I guess.
Yep.
You know, the general public.
I understand that.
I got a job in a sushi kitchen, did that for like 6 months, worked on a food truck. That sucked too. Then my parents were just like, hey, this is hiring. I mean, you could edit that out, right?
Yeah, it's a rooster sound. Trust me, you won't do as bad. Brandon, I don't know if you'll listen to this one, but shout out. You know I love you, brother. You won't be as bad as Brandon.
All right.
Yeah. God bless him. He broke the record, man. I mean, that was he had like 19. It was amazing.
I'm at one. There
you go.
So they said, so and so is hiring, and I was like, okay. And then I applied as a driver helper, and I was not like the driver helpers that we're typically blessed with.
That's a nice way to put it. Yeah,
that is a very nice way to put it.
My driver said I was real good. I was like running because I was like, I looked in the back and I'm like, we got to deliver all this. So then,
let's fucking go.
I was like, well, if I walk all day, it's not going to get done. So I was just like, I just wanted to do a good job, basically. So I was just like on it. And then he was really stoked on me, and he said I did real good. And then he got me a job like 3 months later in Twilight. And then I did that for like 3.5 years.
Nice.
Yep.
So how long have you been with the company?
6 years.
Nice.
6.5, I think now.
Awesome. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. So that kind of gave you the insight of, you knew what it took out there on the road, just being a driver's helper. You knew the fucking work that it takes to get the job done,
like the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you kind of knew what you were getting yourself into. So
yeah, I saw like
awesome.
the work.
Yeah. That's awesome. And you're a 22.4 driver now?
Unfortunately.
Okay, so it's Tuesday through Saturday for you?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, you'll work your way up there, brother. You'll get it.
I think I'm getting close. I think Absolutely. Like my start date is like the next group of drivers, like
awesome.
The next one, so I'm getting there.
Awesome.
Well, because I don't know if we've actually, I think he may be our first 22 is I think is he our first 22.4 driver?
Well, no, because you had
it's from LA or something, or like
no, I might be wrong. I might be wrong on that, but I wanted to ask a question because if we've had others on, I apologize, and I must have I'd forgotten that, but maybe it's because I didn't hear the question then. But this is in regards to to what Katie said one time. Do they try to get you to work on Monday ever?
What do you mean? Like try to sucker you in?
Yeah, either sucker you in or just be like, hey, we could use you Monday or we need you to work Monday.
Yeah, here and there. And then they'll go through periods like where if you want to work a Monday, they'll be a little stingy about it. I guess it just depends on like the workload they're looking at. Like if they need the help, yeah. I've been asked like once or twice, and I'm just like, yeah, hard no.
Yeah, good for you, man, because that's what it was. She'd said something about it one time with her husband.
It seems like her husband. It seems like they pressure them a lot.
Whatever, I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak for her on that or speak on that center, but well, something like that. Like, or if it wasn't him, it was another dry or something. But yeah, it seemed like they were getting the squeeze put on them. So I was just curious. You didn't strike me as. I mean, you didn't strike me as somebody that would get rattled by fucking somebody trying to get you to work anyway. So you say
they know. And I think, and that's probably a reason they don't really ask me very much is like, they know I like my days off.
Yeah.
And then like every Saturday, it's just rough, dude. Saturdays are real rough. I like, they run like pretty much a skeleton crew.
Yep.
And like, I'm out late every Saturday. And honestly, I take my time. I'm usually like the last one in Saturday. I haven't take my breaks. And then everybody in the office, like, I could tell they want to go home. And then I'll just punch like 40 minutes and just chill. It's like, like after that, it's like, I don't want to work Mondays, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, that would be like, and it does suck because even working, like I didn't have to work Saturdays like you do, but you know, when I started driving, I had to work Saturdays with air, and I mean, I was still done early, but just the fact of even having to do it's just it does suck because like a lot of people do work weekends, but still most shit, you know, a lot of stuff's going on the weekend, so it always blows if you got to fucking work like that.
Yeah, for me, I'm real big into like motorcycles and stuff, and I don't know why, but the weather is always nice on a Saturday, and our hub is right next to a Biggs dealership right across the street, and they have like a little get together every Saturday, and they're like everybody's there with their bikes, and then everybody's coming and going, and I'm just like watching that every Saturday, like must be nice, bro.
Yeah, and of course the weather's always nice, like you said. Like it's like only when it's so funny how that works. Like if you like have shit you'd rather be, yeah.
When you're in the box, the weather's nice, and then when you're out the box, you know, on the weekend, it's like, well, my weekend's like Sunday through Monday, so it's just like whatever. It's not bad, but it's not like how it is when you're in the box, I guess.
Yeah, right.
So, do you have a motorcycle? Do you own one?
Yeah.
Nice. What kind?
It's not currently running. That's actually most of my vacation is going to be just trying to get it running.
Okay. A fixer-upper. I got you.
Yeah, a little project.
Awesome. Cool. It's fucking sweet, dude. I want to get a. I'm gonna get made fun of so hard for saying this.
Go ahead.
Fucking air.
Go ahead, Lloyd. Go ahead, Lloyd Christmas. Go ahead, Lloyd.
What?
I know what you're saying.
I want to get a Vespa.
A Vespa? Is that like a moped?
Yeah.
Is it like
like I only live like 8 minutes from my hub, from my center. It'd be fucking perfect, dude. What was that?
Can you ride those on the freeway, or is it just like
yeah, they are state legal. It's state legal, and I think the tops out at like 55 miles an hour. And it gets like 75 miles per gallon. So it's like it's fucking genius. For like me.
75.
Yeah, 75 miles per gallon.
Shit, man. That's good. I mean,
I know, exactly.
I can't
riding motorcycles. I worked on the Sword Isle in Twilight, and like everybody and their mom rode a motorcycle, and like I always thought it was kind of douchey. I mean, that's
Sure.
just like what I thought of it, you know. And I was just like, it's just like a motorcycle, whatever. And then they told me the mileage, and I was like, "Are you kidding? Like for real?" And like they told me how like fill up the tank. I was like, "Really? Let's go!" And then talked me into it.
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
that's
they
exactly
ruined
what I'm
my
saying. That's
now
exactly what I'm saying. Like I don't want like I don't know, like I'm not like a big like motorcycle guy, you know what I mean? Like, but like a moped, I'd rock the shit out of that.
No, yeah, dude. Like if like your goal or like
just
your goal
fucking
out of
save money and shit, and like it's like the one, and it's like the one I want's only like $2,000. Like it's not right. It's not that expensive, you know, and just fucking take it to work.
Say go for it.
Fucking rights. I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince my wife. I'm like, honey, come on, let me get this. It'll pay for itself, and eventually, you know, I won't be paying fucking for gas money every goddamn week.
Tell her how much you can save on money, so you could take her on nice dates and stuff.
Exactly. Like, baby, let's go for a cruise on the Vespa.
She's thinking of you. I'm telling you what she's thinking. She's thinking. I told her, but I said, Lloyd Christmas. You've seen Dumb and Dumber. All I ever think about is he pulls back up, like when they split up, and he comes back on that moped. He's like, "What happened to the van?" He's like, "Trade," or he's like, "I picked this up from a kid to town, traded the van for it straight up." I get 75 miles a gallon on the song. Every time, dude. As soon as he said, because I don't know, I'm not in my father-in-law. He rides, dude. Like I know a shit ton of people that ride, and I'm like, dude, it's funny because when they'll go on runs here and shit, and if they would be at like end at whatever place they're like ending it at, like you'll just see a bunch of people and like that are like a sea of people that are like, you know, look like bikers, and then there's me walking around in flip-flops and cargos, like just sticking out like a sore thumb. But I fucking he said that just hanging out, just fucking being that guy. But no, it's he said that, and I had, because I don't know shit about it. He said moped. I was like, oh my God. But nah, dude, I can't fucking knock that. I would love, dude, a little side note with it. I've said to my grandmother, who's going to be 100 years old very soon, and I've always said, like, as long as she was around, I couldn't ride. Like, I've been saying that since, I was like fucking, I'm 36, dude. I've been saying that probably since I was like 19. And here she is. She's still here. Yeah, as long as she's here, dude, she'd have a fucking heart attack. I'd have to never tell her ever, but I'd feel bad. But yeah, dude, I'd fucking, they look fun as fuck. I can't say I've never actually ridden on one. So I can't. I've ridden on 4-wheelers and shit like that, and been on high speeds, like fucking dune buggies and shit. But
oh yeah,
never on a motorcycle.
Different.
Shit. So I have to ask, Clay. I just, because your piercings are fucking badass. So you're welcome. So I have to ask, do they make you take them out?
No. Like I when I first started driving, I didn't wear them for like the first year I was driving, just because I thought like I'd catch flack, because like I had my leg tattooed, and like my first supervisor like made me cover it up, and so I was like real like squeaky clean, like you ever seen that SpongeBob meme where he's like real squeaky clean and he's like handshaking?
Yeah,
you seen that one?
Yeah.
I was like that when I first started driving, and then I kind of figured out how it was. But like what made me like stop, just like listening to the dress code or whatever was like I was picking up like a gallon of water at a gas station, and this lady was like, "Hey, do you have those piercings? Because when I don't wear them, there's just big holes in my ears." And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, they look better in." And I was just like, "Okay." And I just took my water. that a compliment or what was that? Did I offend her? So then I just like used that as an excuse.
That's awesome.
If like that was going to be my excuse if anybody ever said anything, but they were like, I like started wearing them and they just asked me, they're like, are you allowed to wear those? And I'm like, you're my supervisor, dude. I don't know. But nobody ever know. So great, I guess.
Yeah, that's crazy that they even like, are you allowed to wear those? Like, what the fuck you mean am I allowed to wear these?
Yeah, like
you guys are the ones in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would though. This doesn't shock me sometimes.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Fuck.
And then I think at the beginning of this year or the end of last year, I don't know if you guys had to sign it, but we had to sign like a dress code policy change.
What?
Does that sound familiar?
We didn't have to sign anything.
I don't remember signing anything. No.
We just got a thing that was saying that there was going to be. We got the policy changes. We didn't have to sign anything though.
Oh, I just had to like sign something that said like I have read and acknowledged.
Huh.
And probably the same thing they just showed you, but they just like my supervisor just had me sign.
You guys to sign it.
In that paper,
yeah,
like
probably.
it's there. It says like all the stuff that they weren't saying is okay is now okay. So I don't even worry about it anymore.
No.
No, I feel like they just finally gave up. Like it just was like they finally just fucking. I mean, that was outdated bullshit anyway. Yeah, it needed to fucking happen.
There was a lot of other things in the world that were not okay. You know? Like
Right.
some things that were flying around that time were like a little outdated too. You know what I mean? So
yeah, absolutely.
That whole little outdated.
Yeah. But like let me. Oh yeah, dude. 100 was 100 fucking 15. Yeah, almost the 1800s.
Yeah.
But let me ask you too, because I know, like I said, that followed each other a long time. I know you like the hard shit.
Oh
and
yeah.
I told now Dave, I know you're a drummer, right? Are you a drummer? I thought so. I told Dad because Dave's a drummer as well. But as far as instrument stuff goes, I'll leave that. I'll let Dave take that realm. But I wanted to mention because, dude, I've always like I vary a lot, but some of the shit like I've downloaded, put shit on Apple Music that I've seen from some of the shit you've posted on Insta stories. But dude, I mean, the stuff you have, I like the stuff I have too. I mean, you can that hard shit that you can't fucking play it too fucking loud because it just scares the shit out of people.
Yeah, that's why I'm a big AirPod guy.
Yeah, dude.
I see people come speakers every day, and I'm just like, I couldn't.
Dude,
like,
no.
I listen to like normal people music too, but just typically, that's what
I love that hard shit. Though it's funny you say normal people music too.
That's good.
But
yeah,
that
like,
is
normal people like
scares the fuck out of man. Dude,
wait. So like, what's some bands like some of your favorite heavy bands?
God, there's so many, man. There's this band from the East Coast called Mind Force. They're pretty tight. I think they're like a straight edge band. That means like they don't do drugs or anything.
Right.
That might be true. They might not be straight edge, but they're all like about like positivity and the power of your mind and like also like fuck your enemies, stuff like that.
Right.
There's another band called Left Behind I really like. They're from West by God, Virginia.
Yep.
You should really check them out. Like them. Kublai Khan's cool.
So like, are these like? Is this like death metal? Like, is this like what's like the genre exactly? when you say heavy, like, is it just like blast beats and shit like like, is it like shit like that, or is it, you know?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, like,
or is it more like
beat.
Asking Alexandria and like The Devil Wears Prada, or no?
Much that.
Okay, all right.
It's
so,
like
yeah, much heavier.
In the both.
I gotcha.
I'd group it as like hardcore music, but they're all like little subgenres of hardcore and metal. It's a whole world, man.
Yeah, fucking right.
Dude, I got a funny story about you know, one of the originators. You know, they were one of the pioneers, if you will, but I was listening to Slayer one time, and this was, I think it was the 2000. I had it downloaded. Like I just had a couple albums. This was like the 2001 album. I think it was literally titled God Hates Us All. And I had it playing on the soundbar, like not blasting, because I knew, like I said, you know, I was like, I can't be put.
Yeah,
that one. I was like, man, I was like, I wouldn't blast that song anyway, but it was on. And I'm sitting there and I was fucking jamming to it. And I was in the back and I didn't have it up loud, but you know how the chorus is literally him screaming that. And I go around the corner and it's just like, you know, it's just this woman and her fucking daughter just standing there waiting there, like, look at this guy. I was like, man, my dad's a deacon at church. I swear. Don't get mad at me.
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, I was fucking dying, man. I was like, of all times for them to fucking walk up, because they were, you know, customers will just walk up. Sometimes you don't see them coming, and he'll turn the corner and they're right there.
Music's loud, yeah.
It's like it was loud enough.
Yeah, they never really like announce themselves either.
Nah, dude, they just fucking sneak up. They sneak up.
Yeah,
they fucking.
It happens to me all the time, and I get scared like every time, bro. I'll see it and I'll jump. I'll be like, oh, you scared me. And then they'll laugh at me.
Yeah.
I'll be like, ha ha.
Yeah. Be like, laugh when I knock you on your ass next time by mistake. Don't get mad.
Nah, see, like, for like me, like I listen to a little bit of everything. Literally a little bit of everything. Besides opera, I will not listen to opera music. I'm not into that. But like,
yeah, I'm not a big opera.
Yeah, you know, but like whether it be some rock and roll, like, you know, whatever, some fucking Guns N' Roses, to some classical shit, to some like Frank Sinatra type stuff, you know what I mean? Like I'll listen to like a little bit of everything. And like I usually have my Bluetooth speaker blasting because one, trucks are loud. So I got to be able to hear my music. And then I also like to be able to hear my music as I walk to the door, still be able to hear my music, and then get back to the truck. You know what I mean? So like out there on my route, I have a few customers of mine. One person the other day, I had my Bluetooth in my ears because I was listening to a podcast that's not suitable for work. and I had my Bluetooth in. I showed up and the guy comes outside. He's like, "Oh, where's the music?" Because he knows that I always have my music blasting and shit. And he's like, "Oh, where's the music?" I was like, "Nah, I'm listening to a podcast right now. You know, I really can't put it on there." And then I got another customer of mine. The guy calls me the music man because every time I show up, my music's always blasting. You know, so like, I don't know how they'd like. Sometimes I am listening to like Under Oath or like Every Time I Die, or, you know, like some of those bands. And you know, sometimes I do get some like interesting looks over my way, but like I don't know, like, you know, I would like to think that they're used to me and used to the music that I listen to by now, and like to the point where like I just like not care, I guess.
It freaks them out more when you walk up and you're nice and you're like, "Hey, how you doing?" You're all friendly, and they're hearing shit behind you. They're like, "What the fuck?" Like, yeah, because a lot of like I enjoy hard shit when I'm not trying to get fucking mad, you know. So I mean, I don't like to listen to it if I'm too pissed off on the road because I might do something dumb. Right. But still, I could listen. Like people were like, expecting you just to come out just ready to fucking knock them out. They're like, hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah, no, me too. Like that's why I don't use the speaker ever. Like never ever.
It's really better not to. You're
like
right.
The truck's so loud, you need to have it like full blast. And then like if I'm listening to like heavy shit, once I turn off the car, then it's like way too loud, and then I gotta turn it down every stop, turn it up. So like my AirPods, they just do the job for me, you know?
Yeah. Hear that.
It's true, dude, because like Dave said, I'm kind of the same way. If I have it on, I like to hear it when I'm walking out. But yeah, there's times like if something comes on and I'm like, I might be scooting my feet a little bit faster to make sure I'm clicking the volume down. But yeah, it's you're doing the right thing, because it does. It's just they're way easier.
Yeah.
I figure, and I have a couple, and when I've used them, like, but it's funny when Dave said podcast not safe for work. I was like, "Fuck, was he talking about? Was it ours?" But
no.
I didn't know.
No.
I said, "Nah, it's just fucking joking for the F bombs." Nah, when he plays that sound bite, you got that on the sound bar though. That can echo, because I've had that. Dude, I've had it on the sound bar before. Oh, dude, it is a I mean, it's become a. I think it's a. I mean, it sums it up.
Tell the story that you just told me earlier about your friend that you haven't seen in years. The coach's stepson or something.
Oh yeah. He'll shout out to Levi if you're listening. When I saw. So this guy, we didn't go to school together. I was a little bit older than him, but I hadn't seen him in a while, and I didn't. It's been some years, and I was just working, and I was at a convenience store getting a drink, getting a couple granola bars, and I turned around and saw him, and I was like, "Hey, Levi, what's going on?" I got to shake his hand. And he's like, "Luke, what's up?" Fuck. I started, dude. I was dying because, yeah, I was like, he's like, "I fucking love the podcast." I was like, "That's awesome, man." I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, it was fucking cool. He was like, "Hey, man, fuck," and I fucking knew right then. Said, "Shit, he must have
Thank you.
listened."
What's his name?
Levi.
Shout out to Levi. Shout out.
Yeah, awesome. Man.
Hey, could I do a shout out?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a shout out to my Aunt Paula. She was on the phone earlier, and she just told me to. So shout out to you, Auntie.
Yeah.
What up, Aunt Paula?
That's right.
Hey, the last live we did, that's my wife came down, but and because my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my aunt and uncle were all watching it, and they all said the same. Like I stopped and I was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, shout out to." So yeah, so got to, man, got to.
That's right, man. That's fucking awesome though. Somebody you had no idea that would listen. That's your friend.
Oh yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? And
yeah.
Luke has this person come up that's like, "Hey, Luke, fuck." Like
I'm waiting to hear that. I hope to hear it from like somebody old one time, like somebody that was like, I saw like a teacher, like an old teacher in high school or somebody, like his mom, that guy Levi's mom. If I would see her, because she worked at North Marion, and if she would do that, I would probably, I don't know what the fuck I would do. I would be so stunned, because I'd probably apologize. I'd probably be like, "Oh my God." Like, but no, she's heard me say fuck before.
You'd be like, "What else? What other stuff did you hear?"
Oh Jesus. Like I didn't really pee on my wife. Like, yeah, no, wait, yeah, I did. That's true. I said, it's all true on here. Yeah, I said, if you heard a lot of piss and shit, probably it's all true.
Oh my God. So Clay, drums, how long have you been playing, bud?
12 years.
Nice. How old are you, if you don't mind?
I'm 25.
Nice. Awesome, dude. That's fucking awesome.
What about you?
I've been playing since I was 4. Believe it, but believe it or not, my mom's got fucking videos of me banging on pots and pans with wooden spoons when I was a fucking young buck. And yeah, thank you. And yeah, and I'll be 34 in November.
Okay, damn. So 30 years.
Yeah, 30 years. Yeah, yeah, and I mean, it's been
not.
I haven't been that active on it recently since I've got the 2 kids now. You know what I mean? So like, but yeah, I'm trying, I'm trying to get my area out in the shed. I know I mentioned this once, I think, on the podcast. I'm trying to get my area set up out in the shed. I'm gonna fucking insulate it, hang some sheetrock, move like the podcast studio out there, set up my musical instruments out there. Because I mean, not only drums. I don't know if you play guitar and stuff. Like I've been playing guitar for about 17 years now, probably. And I got a bass. I used to play bass in a band. I got my ukulele. So I just want everything. I want my whole little spot out there for all my loud shit.
Yeah, that's cool. I dream to have something like that one day. Yeah,
fucking right. That's like my retirement goal is like retire and then fucking own a recording studio and shit. Like that would be. That'd be dope.
Dude from Twilight did that.
The dude from where?
From his Twilight ship.
Oh, really? No shit.
He was an old timer. He worked there forever. He he worked Twilight, so he was only like part-time, and he probably had another job, but like he had time to do music, when he was in between jobs or whatever. And then he was telling me, like, I got a recording studio. I'm going to retire like next year. And I probably have his info. And then he, now that he retired, he just goes and plays like open mic nights at bars. And he probably has a group of dudes that they like just play. He's just retired, rocking.
That's sick, dude. Yeah. That's fucking awesome. That's sick.
Well, to shift gears here, because there was something before because I knew I had to ask, because you work in the same hub as Ernie, right?
Hell yeah.
That's what
I did my training on his route, and like his old route, and then he like walked me through it. He kind of like what's the word? He kind of like parented me as a driver. Like he gave me a pointer, like mentored. He was like a mentor.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, no, like we text all the time. I call him. His new route now, he always tells me he prefers if like I cover it, if he goes on vacation or anything. And I really like his route. It's like one of my favorites in the building.
Dude, like, and I've talked to, because we talk shop with basketball and fucking sports a lot and shit. And the thing I've always been fucking mesmerized by is that he's always claimed to never piss in a bottle. You don't believe it?
You don't believe it?
I already knew, because I've heard you talk about this on other episodes.
Oh yeah, go ahead, because before you start, because I said that to Dave, I was like, I've always been so mind blown by this. I said Ernie's probably the most talked about person on our pod. It wasn't a guest.
It was never a guess. Most talked about person.
We've been trying to work that out, and we will, Ernie. We'll fucking work that out. We absolutely will.
But does Ernie listen?
He listens. Yeah, he listens.
Shout out, Ernie.
You gotta handle that, bro. You gotta get him on.
Dude, we're going to. We've got it. We're going to get it fucking worked out. But so you don't believe him though that he didn't. You believe he's pissed in bottles in?
I don't know, dude. I mean,
it seems
honesty
impossible.
Is a big work, and I believe he's honest, but at the same time, I don't know, man.
It's so hard.
Pretty rural. Pretty rural. All I gotta say, there's not many restrooms.
That's what he showed me. He showed me a picture of his route that he's on now, and it looked like he was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. My first response, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to start pissing bottles now, huh?" Because I was like, "Damn, that's fucking looks rural." And honestly,
if he's in the middle of nowhere, why can't he just take a piss on the side of the road?
Well, maybe he does.
Yeah, that's what I was.
No, I don't think he does. I think he only uses bathrooms, is what he says.
No.
Yeah, that's what he says, but. It's
Ernie, you gotta come on here and defend yourself, brother. Come on,
dude. Yeah, that's what I mean. I wasn't going to ask too deep because I wouldn't ask you to spoon. Because I want to believe him. I do because it's such like it's so far fetched that it just seems impossible. But that's why I want it to be true.
Big time. It raises some eyebrows.
It does, dude.
Wait, so is this talked about in your building? Like, is this like a thing?
Like. When I might have talked to another driver once or twice about it, like, I don't know. But he's told me that like one time he was on like a pretty rural route, like when he was a cover driver, and like he had to like pretty much like file a grievance because like even like our supervisor was just like, "Hey bro, you need a bottle out there." And he was like, "Nah, I'm going to a restroom." So, like, I guess that sort of thing, and he like filed a grievance on it. So, that story, maybe,
I believe him, man.
Wow.
It just seems. So...
Imagine giving a supervisor grievance because he told you got to piss in a bottle.
That's fucking legendary. Legendary.
That is big dick energy right there. That's exactly what that is. There. Holy shit.
Shout out Ernie.
Yeah, shout out Ernie Martinez.
You fucking animal. God damn.
So
that's
sick.
Awesome.
Like, you want me to piss him? Fuck you. Can you imagine?
But that's true. Like what I bet, do you know what's funny is that God, I can't, I'm not going to, because we're, to just say this, I like, that fucking supervisor had to feel like the biggest fucking idiot because you were there, and I'm not asking you to divulge anything. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm just saying from the outside looking in, dude, to get that grievance put on you, that's just going like, I call your bluff. What the fuck you gonna do about it?
I don't think the supervisor cared too much.
Well, dude, that's
I mean,
that's legendary still.
I mean, because mostly grievances, don't they have to answer to that at like the end of the month or whatever to like all like the union people or whatever, or the boss is like, okay, here's our list of grievances for this month. This is that. This guy got put in a grievance because you told him he had to bring a bottle with him pissing.
I'm sure he had something to say, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that was always been like folklore, and I've always, because I knew you guys were in the same hub, and I had to bring it up. But that's awesome that he mentored, dude. What are the odds too? Because I've talked, that's but I'm like, it fucking worked. We'll work it out with him, like it worked out with you this week, and we finally were able to do it. Because I'll tell you, I don't know, it's hard to like work wise, man, especially with the time difference, and they fucking. They fucking slam you, so it's hard to. I'm glad we were able to get it to fucking work out this time.
Hey, real quick too. So Tony, our Patreon subscriber, Tony Cook, is here in the chat, and he says it is an OSHA regulation to provide a sanitary restroom to use. And he said we had a guy that had to fight to drive to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's like what Ernie did.
That's fucking crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, what are they gonna do though? I mean, if you tell them that, like, like that's like a basic human need.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, they can't tell you no. Like, they can't. Like, you want to fight that?
You will wet your fucking pants.
You want to take that? You want to take that battle up the fucking corporate ladder? Fucking be my guest. Yeah. Shit,
who's gonna win there, bro? And then if like, the news catches wind of that,
oh my god, forget about it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Luke, do you have anything else for our guest?
Dude, I mean, to put, what a note to end it on with that. But damn, dude, I'll say, Clay, brother, I'm glad we were able to get this. I'm glad we were able to work this out to where we could have you on. And I appreciate you coming on, man. I'm glad everything worked out, brother. And I hope the rest of the vacation goes smooth.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too. I got a lot of work on the bike, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Hopefully it's all smooth sailing.
That's awesome. So don't go anywhere, Clay. We're going to say goodbye off air, all right? So don't hang up yet. Everybody, thank you guys for listening this week. Check out the Patreon, like we said, patreon.com/AITD pod.
Oh, wait. I got to ask one thing real quick.
Okay,
go fast.
Go for it.
Because we forgot to. Is there any meaning behind your Instagram name, the XBTBS?
It's supposed to be just BTBS, but that's taken. I don't know what theirs means, but it's like a song from an old band I used to play in. It means "Born to Be Scum."
That's awesome, dude.
You know, all my scumbag shit.
Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome. I'm so glad. I would have been so pissed off if I would have fucking forgot to ask that. I'm so glad that I fucking did. That's epic. God, that's fucking epic. Because I was curious, because I had no idea, and I had to know. So I appreciate you telling me.
The stupid little X kind of just throws it off. People, I don't know if the X is just like, everybody's like, what's the X for? And it's like, just to fit it in there.
It adds some mystery to it.
Yeah, mysterious.
Fucking awesome. All right, so Clay, thank you, dude, for coming on and joining us. Thank you for doing this. And that was Clay. Guys, we hope you guys enjoyed that chat that we had with him. And what an awesome dude.
Yeah, man. We'd been trying to get him on for a long time. I'm glad it finally had worked out. And being on vacation, it worked out just fine.
Absolutely, man. That was sweet. So, guys, like we said before, we're going to get into the question of the week now. And then we're going to wrap it up for you. So the question of the week this week was, if you could add one feature to your work vehicle, what would it be? Besides air conditioning, obviously. Okay. We all know we want the air conditioning, right? So let's start it off. All right. This one comes from our Patreon subscriber, Tony Cook. He says, a radio with some kick-ass speakers. I absolutely agree, buddy. I absolutely agree. Going around down people's driveways, just thumping music. Thumping and bumping. Bumping? Thumping? It's late. Next one is from Miss Von Six. This one's coming from Andy. She says, a charging port for my phone and one of those police microphones so I can yell at people who drive like shit.
Fucking A.
I mean, who doesn't want a police microphone to yell at people who drive like shit? That sounds like fun.
I saw that video that was out or I think I saw it on Barstool of somebody that had something like that. It was like, it's 45 miles.
Oh, the woman?
Hour. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like driving talking into the loudspeaker. Hilarious. This next one is from Sean P. Avery. Says, an outlet for a mini fridge and a microwave. And pretty much everything that everyone else has said. A mini fridge and a microwave. All right.
That's a nice one. I like that.
Yeah. All right. This one here is from Porno Parcel. Says, a siren. A fucking siren. NDAs would never be late again. This one here is from Samantha. And Antha says, does it got to be logical? Because I'd put in an arm that smacks people's phones out of their hands if they're texting and driving.
I like that.
Yeah,
I fucking like that a lot.
I'm totally down with that one.
You see that shit so much when you're sitting elevated. Holy shit!
Absolutely. This one here is from Colby Holloway. Says a megaphone is the right answer. So we got a lot of loudspeakers here. People want to be yelling shit as they're driving, which is awesome. Cam Sowis says a foghorn. That'd be awesome to scare the shit out of people.
Right.
It's like a red light, or the light turns green, and the dude's not moving. You're like, whoa! It's like right on the fucking foghorn. That'd be sick. I'm just scared the shit out of people. This one here is from Swollen Gorilla. This guy's name every time I read it gets me fucking cracking up.
Greatest IG names ever.
Love it. Swollen Gorilla says a permanent helper gnome that lives to do my bidding and can lift the 149-pound packages on its own. Yep, that's a win.
I like it.
That's cool. This one here is from Dustin Coakley. Dustin says a radio with an aux or Bluetooth hookup to listen to you guys every month. Oh man, what a guy, Dustin. We appreciate you.
I love it. I love it.
That's a
Thank
good
you,
one,
brother.
The cowboy cardboard warrior says 4-wheel drive, even a temporary one, maybe a 30-second.
I'd be fine with that. Shit. Yeah, I'd be fine with 30-second 4-wheel drive. That'd get you out of some. That'd be enough to get you out of some fucking messes,
sticky situations.
Not have to put the chains on. Shit, yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, absolutely. This one here is from T. Sosby. Tyson says, an air ride seat 4-wheel drive would be nice too. Imagine having an air ride seat in that. That'd be sick.
It would be.
Yeah, bud.
The 4-wheel drive though is going to keep coming back because I do love that. Anybody that delivers in the snow. Everybody's thought it.
Next one's from Those Three Dudes podcast. I believe that's Luke C. I believe that's Luke.
I believe so.
Those Three Dudes podcast says vents in the back of my truck. That'd be cool.
It would.
Real quick, has this ever been mentioned about what my dad said he thought would be cool to do? Did I ever mention this before? My dad told me this. I'm not sure if I mentioned it on here before, but this reminded me, like vents in the back of the truck. My dad said, why can't they, instead of the doors, your regular rear doors, why can't they put in like those drop down cages that you see in like mall strips when like the malls are closed? Why can't you put in one of those in the back? That'd be some nice airflow.
It would be.
Yeah, and it'll keep people out.
Yeah, that would work.
I know.
That'd work.
I know.
Might not fucking be an oven back there either.
Oh, true. That
it would still be hot, but maybe like 5
but there'll be airflow.
Degrees. Yeah.
So it won't be as bad. Next one's from Dead Last Mike. Who's Dead Last Mike? Hi, Mike. I think this is the first time I've ever read this guy's name, I think.
Dead Last Mike. What a great name.
Dead Last Mike says 4-wheel drive, please. Yeah, buddy.
I fucking know it.
This one here is from Ben Ingersoll. He says air horns and fog lights. Yes. Yes, I'm down with that. This one's here is from Idaho Birder. Says noise dampening. Fuck, this thing is loud. Protect your hearing. Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that's what I used to hate about the manuals. Anybody with the standards, man, God, they were so loud.
Buddy, if there was somebody sitting with you in the jump seat there, you have to yell to them for them to hear you.
Oh, yeah, you weren't hearing shit.
This next one's from Rocky Mountain Rots. Says a suspension seat. Air ride seat, suspension seat, yeah.
I like it.
People want comfortable seats and 4-wheel drive. This one here is from Give Me More Cosplay. Says lift that sucker and put it on 40s and then have a lift so that I don't have to keep climbing truck stairs. Also, working mini fridge and microwave would be nice.
Mini fridge would be fucking. So microwave would be too.
Fuck yeah.
Mini fridge would be fucking huge.
That would be badass.
God, that would be amazing.
We can totally make that work somehow.
The fucking just my mind is fucking racing right now.
Lindsay Ann 808 says winter tires. an actual heater, insulation inside the cab, vents in the back. Holy shit, she goes on. Rubber floor in the back, headlights that are brighter than candlesticks, a radio, wipers that work and cover the whole windshield. Wipers at work and cover the whole windshield. A seat that doesn't feel like you're sitting on plywood and shocks. So basically, a normal vehicle.
The fucking headlight candlestick thing is so
that's good.
It's so spot on.
It's so true. So true. This next one's from the Preload Life. Says, make the shelves conveyor belts so that you don't have to walk so much. Just a switch of a button and you have the whole shelf moved forward.
Oh.
That's game changing. Holy shit. That's good. I like that. I like the creativity behind that idea. This one's from Sir Stang 67. Sir Stang says, heated, cooled, and massaging driver's seat. And I'd take an air horn to scare the bejesus out of people who are staring at their phone while driving.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
This one's from Miller Gang. Miller Gang 5 says, radio. Radio.
That would be that would be such a game changer
Simple.
in itself. Yeah, that would be
Simple
one
too.
thing that would be it. Fuck yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would.
This one's from Sean, spelled backwards. Nuaz _57 says, a mini refrigerator. West Side. That's what he's got going on. I just did the emoji for people that are listening. This one's from Daily Driveners. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. This one's from Colin. Colin says, better headlights. Yeah. Matthew Crowder says, a piggyback forklift. Okay.
Piggyback forklift. Oh, wait. Yeah. I got you. I see what you're saying. I had to think for a minute.
This one here is from I. Steenson. I. Steenson, don't worry, buddy. You're fun at parties. I know you are. This one's from I. Steenson. He says, bathroom for emergency dumps and fridge for all my snacks. Bathroom?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, that would solve a lot of problems.
A lot of problems. Think how much time think how much time we save too, like not having to drive to a bathroom.
How many bottles wouldn't have piss in them? How many bags wouldn't have shit in them? How many poor lots wouldn't have human patties? Fucking yeah, it'd be fuck. Need I say more?
No, you can stop. This one here is from PNW_upsman says, electronic seat memory. Nothing worse than coming back from vacation and spending the first day trying to find your perfect seat position. That is real talk right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
And then especially if you get one of the old rusty ones that don't work properly and you're there fucking with it for like a half hour, like, where the fuck is, why isn't it moving? You're sitting there looking like you're humping the seat and trying to get the fucking seat to go forward. You know?
Oh, fuck yeah.
The next one is from Mikey Likes 114 says insulation.
Yeah, I mean,
they are pretty bare, minimum.
Yeah, and they do get cold.
Mm-hmm.
And hot. They suck.
They suck. This one's from S. Savino. One says, a built-in cooler would be nice, especially since the ice machine is always out. Dude, everybody down south's got ice machines in their building.
Cole doesn't have one, dude. I've always said that. Yeah, but you don't have you're not in Arizona like he is.
Yeah,
man.
I know, but like, it would be cool if we did.
I got to give him a fucking shout out because he said something, or it was an Insta story one time, and he shared it, and it was somebody had ice, and he said something about not having ice in his center, and I replied to the story. I was like, man, I've seen it's like fucking 114 degrees, and you don't have ice, and he said. I said, don't take offense to this, people that are step kids, because I'm a step kid too, and I was well loved. But he said we're the step children of the company, and I was dying, dude. I laughed about that so hard, dude. But Yeah, I was like, man. So you're saying, yeah, some of us just get it worse. But yeah, the ice, yes, that would be nice. Even and having that here in West by God, Virginia would be good too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Where was I? Oh, last one. Divato Loco. He says a preloader that can do his job right every day and management that knows what they're doing.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Well, that's a good way to end it.
Oh my God. That's a fun one.
Yes, it was.
Dude, shout out to our producer Nate. He came up with the last three, I think it was, or 3 or 4 questions of the week. They were all his ideas. Shout out to him, man.
Nate, them fucking gears always churning.
Hell yes. Well, Luke, I think that's pretty much all we have for today, buddy.
I'm glad, because man, I'm about to drop. But I'm happy fucking Monday, everybody.
Yes, happy fucking Monday, guys. Don't forget your most important stop in whatever you're doing, guys. Continue delivering greatness. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Later, everybody.
Peace.